In summary, I would like to leave you with 4 rules. 4 rules for APIs in a data-rich world, where I think it is people's imagination that is the limiting part. 1, start with a question, not with the data. So many companies come and say, look, Andreas, we have all this data. What can we do with it? And I always have the same answer back to them. Well, why don't we start with something you want to do? And then figure out how can we get the data that actually help you. That flip is the amazing thing that happened the last few years. Second rule, focus on metrics that matter to your customers, not to your lawyers or to your accountants. So rewriting the equations of business in customer-centric terms is a very, very deep shift. Not that many companies actually really have adopted, embraced. Let me give you an example. Delivery on promise. So if I say that I promise a package to arrive from Amazon tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, say, do we really track how that is from a customer-centric view? So for instance, if it arrives a day early, so if something is promised for tomorrow, Wednesday, and it arrives today, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Bad thing. I live in an apartment complex here where we have no doorman. If I get home, there's a piece of paper there that I can drive to San Bruno and pick it up. Bad thing. So as you know, in this API-driven world, we can actually look at how these things happen in real time. We actually are much better shape now to control this, and writing it from a customer-centric perspective, which means that you are worse off if it arrives a day early than the day you promised it for. Of course, it's worse if it arrives a day late than it arrives a day early. So what strategy now is having a mindset of these customer-centric terms and writing them down, realizing where you make mistakes and fixing them. But expressing it as a customer-centric perspective where things matter to your customers is the second rule. Third one came up a bunch of times today, and then somewhere I'm probably preaching to converted here, to focus on actions and feedback. Do stuff and see how it's doing, measure how it's doing, as opposed to McKinsey-like cover your ass and long reports and analytics and stuff like that. And the fourth one is very close to my heart. Create that symbiosis between people and computers. So let people do what people are good at, and computers do what computers are good at. Try not to confuse the two.